Ever wondered how mothers from different cultures and regions approach breastfeeding? Today, we delve into this beautiful journey of motherhood from around the world. Breastfeeding, a natural and essential part of bringing new life into the world, is practiced differently across cultures and regions. Each practice, unique in its own right, is steeped in centuries-old traditions, beliefs, and customs. It's a fascinating world out there, full of diverse techniques, tips, and wisdom passed down through generations. Understanding these varied practices can not only enlighten us, but also inspire us with different ways to approach breastfeeding. From Africa's communal breastfeeding practices to Asia's confinement period, from Europe's baby-led breastfeeding to America's lactation consultation, and Australia's embrace of skin-to-skin contact, there's so much to learn and appreciate. So buckle up, open your minds, and join us as we embark on this fascinating journey, exploring unique breastfeeding practices from different corners of the world. Hi, welcome to Nenversa. On this channel, we talk about everything mom style, confidence, breastfeeding, pumping, and motherhood. If you find this video helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. Starting from the cradle of humankind, let's explore African breastfeeding practices. Africa, a continent rich in cultural diversity, has a unique approach towards breastfeeding. A common practice across many African cultures is the extended duration of breastfeeding. Rather than weaning off their infants after 6 months or a year, as is common in many Western countries, African mothers often breastfeed their children for 2 or 3 years, and sometimes even longer. This extended breastfeeding period is not just about nutrition. It's also about the strong bond that is fostered between the mother and child during this time. It's a bond of love, trust, comfort, and security. And it's one that is celebrated and respected across the continent. But what makes this practice truly special is the community support that accompanies it. In Africa, the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child," is not just a proverb, but a way of life. This means that breastfeeding is not just a mother's responsibility, but a communal one. Mothers, grandmothers, aunts, and sisters all take part in supporting the breastfeeding mother. They share their wisdom and experience, provide emotional support, and often help with other tasks to allow the mother to focus on her breastfeeding journey. This communal approach not only helps to alleviate some of the pressures that can come with breastfeeding, but also creates a nurturing environment where mothers and babies can thrive. In some African cultures, there are also traditional ceremonies and rituals that honor and support breastfeeding. These can include special prayers, songs, and dances, as well as the preparation of specific foods believed to enhance milk production. The African tradition of extended breastfeeding, backed by an active community support system, is a testament to the power of collective effort. It serves as a reminder that breastfeeding is not just about nourishment, but also about nurturing, bonding, and love. The African tradition teaches us the importance of community support and prolonged breastfeeding. Traveling east, we discover the fascinating breastfeeding practices in Asia. In Asia, the breastfeeding journey is often seen as a delicate dance between the needs of the mother and the child. This balance is not just about the act of breastfeeding itself, but also involves the mother's nutrition and overall well-being. The Asian philosophy of breastfeeding is deeply rooted in the concept of yin and yang, a harmony of opposing, yet complementary forces. In many Asian cultures, there's a belief that the mother's nutrition has a direct impact on her breast milk, and in turn, the baby's health. This belief has led to the development of a rich array of traditional foods recommended for lactating mothers, all aimed at enhancing milk supply and providing essential nutrients. For instance, in China, new mothers are often given fish soup, believed to be rich in proteins and omega-3 fatty acids, essential for the baby's brain development. In India, foods like fenugreek, fennel, and whole grains, known for their galactagogue properties, are incorporated into the mother's diet to boost milk production. In Japan, seaweed is a popular food for nursing mothers, known for its high iodine content, vital for the baby's thyroid health. Similarly, in Korea, mothers often consume myeok-guk, a seaweed soup traditionally served after childbirth, believed to replenish nutrients and stimulate milk production. However, this focus on nutrition isn't solely about the baby's health. It's equally about supporting the mother's recovery post-childbirth. The foods recommended are typically high in nutrients that aid in healing and restoring energy levels. This balanced approach extends beyond food. It's also about the mother's emotional well-being. In many parts of Asia, the postpartum period is seen as a time for the mother to rest, recover, and bond with the baby, often with the support of family and community. In conclusion, Asian breastfeeding practices serve as a beautiful reminder of the interconnectedness of the mother and baby's health. They underscore the significance of balanced nutrition, not just for the baby, but equally, if not more, for the mother. Asian practices underscore the significance of balanced nutrition for both mother and child. Heading to the West, we uncover the unique breastfeeding methods in Europe. In several European countries, mothers often return to work sooner than in other parts of the world. This early return to the workforce has led to a well-established practice of expressing and storing breast milk, allowing mothers to maintain their breastfeeding relationship with their infants despite their busy schedules. Expressing breast milk is the process of expelling milk from the breast, either manually or with a pump. This method not only offers a practical solution for working mothers, but also allows partners and caregivers to partake in the feeding process, fostering a shared sense of responsibility and bonding with the infant. Storing breast milk is another critical aspect of this practice. The milk is typically stored in sterile containers, labeled with the date of expression, and refrigerated or frozen for later use. This ensures that the baby always has a supply of nutritious, immune-boosting breast milk, even when the mother is not physically present. Europe's approach to breastfeeding has seen an emphasis on flexibility and balance. Mothers often find ways to incorporate breastfeeding into their daily routines, whether that means expressing milk during work breaks or breastfeeding at home in the early morning and late evening hours. This flexibility allows mothers to maintain their breastfeeding goals while meeting the demands of their professional lives. Moreover, European mothers often rely on the support of their communities to navigate the challenges of breastfeeding, seeking advice from healthcare professionals, lactation consultants, and support groups. This sense of communal support and shared experience is a vital aspect of the breastfeeding journey in Europe. The European methods underscore the importance of adaptability in breastfeeding. They remind us that while breastfeeding is a natural process, it doesn't always come naturally. It takes patience, practice, and often, a little bit of creativity. But the rewards, a healthy, thriving baby, and a unique bond between mother and child, are well worth the effort. European methods emphasize the necessity of flexibility and adaptability in the breastfeeding journey. Crossing the Atlantic, we delve into the breastfeeding culture in the Americas. Breastfeeding in the Americas is a fascinating blend of tradition and modernity. The region has seen a growing trend of women continuing to breastfeed while pursuing their careers. This balance between motherhood and professional life has been made possible largely due to the widespread adoption of breast pumps. These handy devices allow mothers to express milk when they're away from their babies, ensuring their infants continue to receive the nutritional benefits of breast milk even in their absence. But it's not just about the equipment, it's about the mindset. The Americas, particularly North America, have made impressive strides in normalizing breastfeeding in the workplace. Many companies now provide dedicated breastfeeding rooms, offering privacy and comfort for working mothers. These spaces typically feature comfortable seating, a refrigerator for storing expressed milk, and often a sink for cleaning the pump parts. This not only facilitates breastfeeding, but also sends a powerful message to employees about the company's commitment to supporting working mothers. This support extends beyond the confines of the office as well. Public breastfeeding rooms are becoming increasingly common across the region, from shopping malls to airports. These spaces, often equipped with amenities similar to those found in office lactation rooms, provide a safe and comfortable environment for mothers to breastfeed or pump milk while on the go. In the Americas, the narrative around breastfeeding is evolving. It's no longer seen as an activity confined to the home or something that needs to be paused for a mother to return to work. Instead, it's recognized as a natural, essential part of child-rearing that can and should be accommodated in various settings. The Americas highlight the importance of societal support and infrastructure for breastfeeding mothers. This forward-thinking approach not only benefits babies and mothers, but also contributes to a healthier, more inclusive society. The Americas show us that with the right support and resources, mothers can successfully juggle breastfeeding and their careers, ensuring the best for themselves and their little ones. Finally, let's journey down under to Australia. This vast land of diverse cultures and landscapes fosters a unique perspective on breastfeeding, one that strongly emphasizes the immediate bond between mother and child. In Australia, the significance of the early connection between a mother and her newborn is highly valued. Immediately after birth, the practice of skin-to-skin contact is widely encouraged. This intimate moment is not only a beautiful bonding experience, but it also plays a crucial role in initiating breastfeeding. Skin-to-skin contact is more than just a sweet cuddle. It's a powerful biological instinct that helps regulate the newborn's temperature, heart rate, and breathing. Moreover, it stimulates the release of hormones that support breastfeeding and maternal bonding. This practice is based on the understanding that the first hour after birth is a sensitive period. It's often referred to as the golden hour. During this time, newborns are highly alert and primed for their first feed. The skin-to-skin contact facilitates this process, helping the baby to instinctively find their way to the mother's breast. Beyond the physical benefits, skin-to-skin contact fosters an emotional connection. It's a time of intense bonding where the mother and child start their journey together. It's the beginning of a relationship that is nurtured and strengthened through breastfeeding. In Australia, this practice is promoted not only in hospitals, but also in community settings. Healthcare professionals and community support groups work together to educate and support mothers, sharing the importance of this early bonding and its role in successful breastfeeding. It's a beautiful testament to the power of the mother-child bond, a reminder that breastfeeding is more than just nourishment. It's a connection, a relationship, a bond that is nurtured from the very first moment. Australian practices highlight the significance of early bonding and connection in the breastfeeding journey. It's a beautiful reminder that breastfeeding is not just about feeding, it's about nurturing a bond that lasts a lifetime. From Africa to Australia, we've journeyed through different continents, unraveling unique breastfeeding practices. We've seen how diverse, yet universally profound, the act of breastfeeding is. Let's take a moment to reflect on these rich and enlightening cultural traditions. In Africa, we discovered the significance of community support and the practice of extended breastfeeding. We learned that it takes a village to raise a child, and the importance of a strong support system in the motherhood journey cannot be understated. Moving eastward to Asia, we delved into the concept of Zuo Yuezi, or sitting the month. This postpartum practice focuses on rest and recovery, emphasizing the need for mothers to take care of their own health while breastfeeding. As we ventured through Europe, we found a blend of modern and traditional approaches. We learned about the Scandinavian practice of Barsel, a postnatal period of rest and bonding, and how it fosters a nurturing environment for both mother and child. Crossing the Atlantic to the Americas, we saw the importance of lactation education and resources. We were reminded that knowledge is power, and that access to accurate information can make all the difference in a mother's breastfeeding journey. Finally, in Australia, we saw the value of patience and perseverance. We learned about the baby-led approach, which encourages mothers to follow their baby's cues and to trust their own instincts. Throughout this journey, we've reinforced the value of understanding and respecting global breastfeeding practices. These practices not only nurture our children, but also shape societies and generations. As we conclude this journey, remember that every mother's breastfeeding journey is unique. Embrace yours, taking inspiration from mothers around the world. There is power in sharing and learning from each other's experiences, so let's continue to inspire, educate, and foster a community of empowered mothers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such enlightening content. Together we can continue to learn, grow, and celebrate the beautiful journey of motherhood. And makes your journey hard. If you notice redness, itching, or burning under or around your breast area, please don't ignore it, as it can be a thrush. Candida is a yeast naturally